I never really wanted to make this video, and I'm not expecting this to apply to anyone watching this, because we preach a lot about in the trading space about trying to improve ourselves as humans, and trying to teach ourselves good habits in order to become good traders, as trading goes hand in hand. But for people who have actually dedicated a lot of time and effort into this business, there are some rare instances where it just doesn't work out for them. And I figured this is not really something that anyone that I've seen anyway has spoken about or highlighted before, because our aim as traders and influencers of the trading space is to encourage other people, especially new and developing traders, to try and get better, to continue grinding, sticking to it, and staying disciplined. Some people don't see results for a significant amount of time, decades. But I figured since no one really has spoken about this topic, from what I've seen anyway, I thought I'd just give my opinion and just talk about maybe some indications and steps that you could take if you feel like you're in the case of looking to take an exit from trading. One of the first indications might be that you begin to start having a loss of interest, or you feel like your passion is starting to become a bit deflated from trading. And there are a number of reasons why this can happen. Usually when someone develops a passion for trading, it sticks with them for a long time, and it's the reason why they become so disciplined and so resilient, determined to want to get good at trading. But for some people, this passion and belief can become deflated, and this can be because of external reasons, but also internal reasons to do with trading as well. Not seeing any progress, not seeing any results after a significant amount of time, or just no longer feeling interested at all. And this is because maybe at some point you might have found something else which piqued your interest, something else which has diverted your attention from trading, and you see it as a more attractive pursuit, which is fine. That's completely fine. Trading isn't for everyone, and trading can only suit some styles and personalities of people. But that's the thing I love about trading, because it can take a lot of people from many different backgrounds, many different people of different behavioral traits, people of different upbringings. And although all these people come with different kinds of baggage, trading then is able to teach all these kinds of people to, ingrain good habits, become a better person. Because as I said before, trading and life can go hand in hand. So it kind of brings everyone to that correct mindset of how they should go about life, as it will aid them in other areas, in other realms of their walk of life. For a lot of people, trading can be very emotionally taxing on their mind. We talk about financial capital that we have with trading, but the ultimate value or quantity of currency that you have is your mental capital. And if you find that your mental capital is starting to leave you and continually finding yourself in this downward spiral of losing hope, losing confidence, this will take away a lot of mental capital from yourself, and you'll find that it can start impacting your health and other areas of your life. There are steps that you can do to try and regain mental capital, and this is something I'll cover on later on in the video. Trading is one of those things where it can be extremely rewarding, but it takes a lot of sacrifice of time, effort, and sometimes it might mean that you start sacrificing other priorities in your life, your health, your relationships, your career. These are things that someone may already have established when they come into trading, but when they find trading to be more rewarding for what they're risking, sometimes it may mean sacrificing or giving up time in these other priorities: the health, the relationships, their career. And because trading in general, results aren't seen for a long period of time, would you be comfortable in seeing your health, your relationships, your career? Would you be okay with seeing those aspects of your life deteriorating for a few years? For some people, they don't have such things to worry about. Their health may be on point. They don't really have that many relationships to cater for, and they don't really have a long-term career goal that they're striving towards. So they, in some respect, they don't have anything to lose. But for some people, especially those who need trading as to sort of supplement their income, I don't know if they're willing to want to see those sort of aspects of their life deteriorate. It's kind of like spinning plates, where you have to keep everything in maintenance. If you start seeing the quality of your work and your career deteriorating because you're focusing more of your time on trading, with how humans are in this modern society nowadays, it's very much trying to do things as quick as possible. Everyone has such a short attention span, and it's more so of a rush or just a test trial to see if anything happens in a short amount of time, pretty much. And trying to apply that sort of thinking to trading you will not see anything happen. If anything, you'll probably end up losing. You'll probably end up losing more than what you actually wanted to put in the first place. Trading is one of these things that you should let it take time. You shouldn't have to want to dedicate everything to trading right off the bat, because as I said with the spinning plates analogy, you just want to keep those other plates spinning and just keep the trading one spinning slowly. You don't have to prioritize trading straight off the bat. You can keep everything else in maintenance and keep trading as a sort of lower priority. There are other indications as well. Some people don't have the discipline to keep sticking with a plan and trying to make it work consistently. Manage their risk, stick to what their rules are, and only trading to what their plan says. Some people's personality or traits don't actually align with this way of thinking, which is also fine. Not everyone, as I said before, not everyone can succeed at trading. So I think there are some steps that you should consider before wanting to seek an exit from trading. So the first can be to look for feedback and take on a mentorship. So you've already invested time, so investing maybe even a small amount of money as well will be worth it, because at least you'll have a mentor who's been there and done that, probably been through the same experiences as you have, but they'll be able to fill in those gaps of the things that you're missing, things that you won't realize at the time, but because they're there on demand for you, they can give you the answer to such problems or such things that you're missing in terms of trying to find progress in trading. I think it's also worth evaluating and assessing if your trading strategy is actually going to help you become consistently profitable. Now, you would have already had to have back tested this and forward tested this to actually see if, there's a win rate, if there's actually consistent setups on a day-by-day basis or week-by-week basis, whatever your trading style is. So this is kind of a minor step to take, or a small action that you can take, but in some rare cases, you may just be learning the wrong thing, and sometimes it may mean to just adjust or slightly tweak what you've already learnt. Carefully adding something else maybe to see if it filters out bad setups. Or maybe adding an indicator to give you further confirmation, further confluence and justification as to why the trade will be a winner. It's all about experimenting and really trying to hone in on what the correct method or thought process would be into trying to find a good setup. And again, I'll say this again, as I've said in numerous times in videos before, but journaling will help you feed back to yourself as a way of reflecting on what things work and what things don't work. And the last thing that I can say before you should consider leaving trading is just take a break. We see trading as a very lucrative opportunity, right? And it's all about, let's get the money. Let's not waste a single trading day so that we don't miss out on any potential profits. But you can also lose. And you never know. Taking a break from trading may also help you miss out on the opportunity of having losing trades. There are other good reasons for taking a break. It helps you come back to the charts with a fresh mind. And a fresh mind is sometimes all it takes to be able to make sure that any of the fog or any sort of thoughts that you had while you were trading last are just gone. It'll really help you give more clarity and perspective on what you're trying to seek in trading, and also try and improve your mental approach to coming to trading. Only then, after taking a break, I think, if things still don't become clearer, or if you're still not seeing progress or results, then only then can I say that trading may not be for you. And again, this only applies to people who have actually dedicated a significant portion of time to trading. But as we continue to preach in trading, not to give up, stay resilient, it can be done. And for a lot of people who don't think that they can do it, they probably can. And it's that analogy of the miners. One miner will give up right before he reaches the diamonds, but the other consistent, disciplined, resilient miner will continue going, and eventually they'll receive the reward that comes from trading. So, really, just to summarize, because I know this video has just kind of been a bit back and forth, but trading isn't for everyone, is what my point is. There is no shame in deciding when to move on, and it really comes down to what you're trying to achieve. Some people might find that trading is not their style, it's not their personality, and it's not a major strength that they want to utilize from their own character as a person. So I think before you take an exit in trading, it's very important to evaluate what I've spoken about in this video, and also remember that there are skills that come with anything from what you try to do. Not just with trading, but any sort of endeavour that you go on. So at least if trading never worked out, you would have gained some sort of benefit from it, even if you didn't make any money or if you weren't consistently profitable. One last thing I'd like to say before I end the video: if you've made it this far to the end, it's most likely because you're carefully considering wanting to leave trading behind you and moving on to something else. What I would say to you is give trading a bit more time than you think. You never know that it could just be some minor thing, some small mental obstacle, or you never know that it could just be something minor which is holding you back from seeing the progression that you're looking to see. If it's some sort of mental obstacle which is stopping you from wanting to see the results that you want to see, then consider this to be a mental obstacle in the next endeavor that you try to go on. As I said before, trading and life, they go hand in hand. And if you're able to get over these mental obstacles in real life, then getting over them in trading will be no issue. If you're able to get over these mental obstacles in trading, then you'll be able to take these skills and utilize them in other aspects of your life. So, once again, I'll say carefully consider again and think twice before you try to leave trading after not giving it enough time. But if you think you are that rare instance, then that's your choice.